The ice cube containing blue dye is placed into water at room temperature. Observation: the blue dye ice cube floats freely in the water and begins to melt. Reason: the dyed ice cube is less dense than water at room temperature and therefore floats. Because of the difference in temperature, the ice begins to melt. The blue dyed ice cube has become smaller. Observation: small amounts of blue dye have begun to sink to the bottom of the beaker of water. Reason: water containing the blue dye is colder and therefore denser, thus sinks to the bottom of the beaker. The ice cube has almost completely melted with time. Observation: the blue dye is seen settling at the bottom of the beaker. The sides of the beaker remain clear of the dye. Reason: water containing the blue dye is colder and denser. However, upon mixing, the temperature of the dyed and clear water became the same. The rate of diffusion is becoming higher. The ice cube is completely melted. Observation: the blue dye has completely colored the lower half of the beaker and is observed slowly diffusing upwards with the water at the surface. Reason: the dark blue bottom of the beaker is where water is coldest and densest. The blue dye is thickest here as seen by the color. The color gradually becomes less blue as the dye diffuses upwards. Due to diffusion, the color of the water in the beaker eventually becomes blue.